Okay, first up is Xena, who immediately goes to invert and set up a lazy triangle choke, which I block. Xena's got a very nice hip bump. You'll notice she isolates my arm right off the sweep, and she steps over to take the arm. And she inverts again. Xena's been working on her inversion game because she's so flexible. There's a knee bar setup. I swivel into 50-50 to defend, but I need to keep rotating my foot or she'll grab a heel hook. And I'm out, but she attaches herself to me immediately and I get my hooks in place so I can sweep her. The thing I want you to pay attention to today is that I'm rolling pretty soft with everybody. My goal is to allow my training partners to practice whatever they're working on in their own game. In Xena's case, she's practicing her inverted game, and there's an armbar. It's not always about imposing your will or beating your opponents. Sometimes it's just an exploration. Cartwheel pass to the back and to a rear naked choke. Very nice. So again, I'm just acting as an enabler so Xena can practice the things she's working on. She's looking to invert again. I'm pinning her foot, which is one way to counter inversions. I'll get the guard pass and give her enough room to see if she can invert from side control. And there she goes, trying to figure out where the offensive opportunities are. There's an arm there she might be able to take. I threaten a toe hold. One of the dangers of inverting is foot exposure, so I'm just issuing a reminder. And I'll finish by getting my own armbar. Next up is Andrew, who's got a 2-on-1, which he uses to pull me into a triangle choke. I immediately retract my right arm so I can use it as a wedge to prevent Andrew from figure fouring his legs well enough to choke me. There's that wedge with my right arm, and I posture out. There might be a toe hold here, even if it's just a distraction to pass his guard, so I attack the foot. Nope, he kicks out. I immediately block his head. That's something I do really instinctively, and it lets me transfer my weight to my arm to try to get past his knee line. I'm past his guard, but Andrew does the right thing here by turning into me and pummeling for his own underhook with his top arm. I'm not really pressuring him very much, but I am trying to stay attached to his hip line so he can't get a knee in to recover. If I can step over that arm, I might be able to set up a triangle choke. There it is, but I don't think I have enough control over Andrew, so I need to let go and pop to the top. Andrew turns back into me to recover guard, but again, I'm just offering a little bit of pressure, just staying connected. Andrew loves that 2-on-1 control with his arms. In response, I've got shin-to-shin contact, and my left hand is controlling his other shin. He kicks away, and I go with it. My right hand is now on his knee to pin it, and my left leg is controlling his shin. There, I've got the angle now so I can smash his leg with my chest. I'll pin his knee and step around to side control. He decides to turtle and leaves me a little space to slide my left leg into so I can take his back. Andrew does the correct thing here to get under my left arm in order to try to get his shoulders to the mat. You'll notice I've got a body triangle to prevent him from getting to the mat. I'm going to try to roll him to the other side where I can get better back control and maybe attack for an armbar. I have pretty good back control now, so I just need to get my left leg over his face to transition to spider web. And there's the tap. Next up is Shawn. A couple of other students were video bombing us, so I had to jump forward. So here too, I'm just staying connected to his knees. I can't stress enough how important it is to have points of connection, even if they're just soft attachment points so you can track your partner's movements. That shin connection also allows me to hop by for the pass. He rotates to the other side, so I'm just going to float into knee on belly and slide into mount. Look where my feet are. I'm playing a fun little variation called butterfly mount, which lets me float back to knee on belly as Shawn attempts to escape mount. Here I'm just trying to stay connected in a way that doesn't allow him to recover guard. Again, I'm just tracking. I'm not applying much pressure, I'm just trying to stay attached so I can stay a little ahead of his movements. I've got my north-south figure 4 now, so I should be able to drop into spiderweb and take the arm. Probably my favorite submission. And there we go. Okay, this is Ben. Now that I'm warmed up, we can do a little bit of stand-up. Again, the big takeaway is nobody is going crazy. I'm just trying to play a soft enough game that allows us to get some dynamic drilling in. A little bit of hand fighting. I'd like to get a collar tie, but Ben is not going to let me in. He starts to shoot, but I back away. I'm thinking about a foot sweep since Ben doesn't want to let me get a collar tie. There's the sweep. Nothing big, just enough to let me close the distance and get his neck. Now I can circle him down and immediately grab his arm for the Kimura. Learning to assemble the next move while you're transitioning is pretty important. Ben does a fantastic job of defending, so I'll just switch to the top arm. He knows I want the arm bar, so he adjusts nicely to defend. And again, I'm just staying attached, staying connected. I'm blocking his head and his hips with my posts. I don't really care if he moves as long as I can stay attached. It's not always about stopping your opponents, it's about being connected so you can track their movements without using too much energy. I throw my right leg over. I need to keep it a little heavy so I can thread my left leg through. Ben immediately starts setting up for a hitchhiker defense. He's pre-positioning himself so when he releases his grips, he can go. And there's the hitchhiker. I'll follow him around and see if I can set up a triangle choke. We'll jump ahead a little since the action stalled. Ben defends the triangle by hiding his left arm. I'll try switching to an omoplata, but he's hip to it and rolls out very nicely. I'll stay on the bottom and let him work his guard passing. Ben is going to try to smash through, but I've got his left arm controlled so he can't establish much control. A lot of times I use this type of wrist control to set up a sweep, but sometimes you can grab a Kimura with it. Well done, Ben. Next up is Lee. Good athlete, former high school wrestler, still relatively new at BJJ, but he's got a solid wrestling base. So check this out. Lee tries to use speed to get past my guard, but I immediately get to my side and pummel for an underhook. As he slides through, I'm already pre-positioned to intercept with my own underhook, and then I'm ready to begin working to take his back. Notice I'm attached to his lat using my left arm. Whenever I pummel through, I'm always looking to get an attachment point either at the hip or the lat, which allows me to ride his momentum to the top. He's threatening an arm-in guillotine, but as long as I get to side control, it's pretty hard to get choked. Of course, he's not about to let that go, so I end up having to camp out there till he gets tired of holding on. Let's jump ahead since that took a while. I'm just tracking his position. There's a possible arm triangle here as soon as he lets go. There we go. I'm cinching it up now. Notice I'm keeping my feet pointing up. That's going to let me dismount for the finish. Right here. It took me a while to get the tap. I kept just ratcheting it tighter and tighter and tighter. Letting go of chokes too early is a mistake that beginners often make. Sometimes you have to be patient and trust your technique. This is a pretty common strategy for me to allow my opponent to get whatever position he wants. Honestly, I always prefer having attachment points, even if it means starting out from a defensive position. The thing to notice though is I'm not about to let Lee get his seatbelt. Elbows tucked tight and a high degree of arm discipline solves many problems in jiu-jitsu. You can't see it, but I'm controlling his left leg so I can get to the top. Or in this case, use it to get a sweep and maybe improvise a toe press. Next up is Taylor. He's also a former wrestler and his jiu-jitsu is pretty good. He's going to try an aggressive knee cut to get past my guard, so I'll just get to my side and hide my arms. I'm just focused on keeping myself tight. Pretty standard defensive strategy for me. If they can't flatten you out or get your arms, there's not a whole lot of danger. It felt like I could maybe sweep him to the other side, but he recovers. Back to his knee cut pass. And again, look at my arms. They're totally hidden. Basic defense 101. Now I attach to his hip so I can come up, but Taylor sees a triangle opportunity. As long as I stay tight against his right leg so he can't extract it, then I'm not in much danger. I'll reach through and grab his foot with my left arm and get past his guard. Taylor does a good job of putting me back into his half guard. Again, I'm not fighting anything too hard. This is round number 8. The only way I can roll that many rounds is if I keep the intensity pretty low. And then he transitions to butterfly guard, and then back to closed guard. Taylor sees an omoplata opportunity, which I defend by jumping over to the other side. That allows me to then pummel my left leg and begin getting past his guard. Then straight to mount. About 40 seconds left, so I need to get busy. I'll set up an arm triangle. And again, the key to getting the tap is trusting in your squeeze and not letting go too early. Keep ratcheting tighter and tighter and be patient. Eventually you'll get the tap.